Hi guys, Dan Ashley here again. So today's book is going to be Norma Jean Jumpin' Bean. This is another one of my favorite ones. Norma Jean liked to jump. In the morning, she jumped out of bed. She jumped into her clothes. She jumped down the stairs. Kangaroo, so she's supposed to jump, right? Norma Jean jumped all the way to school. She jumped past Amy, Sam, Nell, and Ted. "Wow," said Ted. "Look at her go! That Norma Jean jumping bean never stops jumping." "Hello, hello, hello," she called to her friends. There's all of her friends on the way to school. That morning, Miss Jones read a book to the class. It was a very good book, but Norma Jean did not sit still long enough to hear the story. Uh-oh. That's not a good choice, right? She needs to sit still for the story. At playtime, Norma Jean and Nell built a tower of blocks. Norma Jean was so excited she jumped up and down. Oh no, no more tower. Uh-oh. But Nell here is a frog, so she probably likes to jump too, but maybe not when she's trying to build a tower. At lunch, Sam gave Norma Jean a cupcake. Norma Jean was so happy she jumped up and down. Oh no! Her milk spilled all over Sam. "Norma Jean, please sit still," said Mrs. Jones. "This is not the time or place for jumping." There she is. She accidentally spilled her milk on her friend. After school, Norma Jean went to visit Ted. "Hello, hello, hello," she shouted to Ted. "Will you play with me?" "Okay," said Ted. "Let's get on my seesaw." But Norma Jean bounced too hard. Ted almost flew off the seahorse. It's kind of crazy, huh? Got that crazy jump of hers. "I don't want to play with you anymore," Ted said. "I wonder why Ted is mad at me," said Norma Jean. Then she jumped over to Amy's house. Amy was playing in her pool. "Hello, hello, hello," said Norma Jean. "May I play with you?" Amy said, "Sure, jump in." Maybe she shouldn't have said that. What do you think is going to happen? That was the wrong thing to say to Norma Jean. Splash! Oh my. I don't know if there's going to be any water left in there. Amy got out of the pool. "Why did you get out?" asked Norma Jean. "We are having so much fun." Amy said, "You are having fun. I am going inside. It's no fun playing with a jumping bean." Now Norma Jean knew why her friends were mad at her. Oh, poor Norma Jean. The next day, Norma Jean walked to school very slowly. There was a big puddle. All the other kids jumped over it, but Norma Jean did not jump. Oh, look how sad she is. Norma Jean said, "I don't want to be a jumping bean." No more jumping for Norma Jean. So she walked through the puddle and got her feet all wet. Aww. Now she's sad and has wet feet. In the schoolyard, kids were running around and playing catch and jumping rope. "There's Norma Jean," said Amy. "Come jump with us." But Norma Jean said no. Aw, she's sad. Norma Jean said, "I don't want to be a jumping bean." No more jumping for Norma Jean. And she just stood there and watched the other kids jump rope. At the end of the day, Miss Jones told the class that field day was coming soon. There were going to be lots of races. Ted wanted to be in the egg and spoon race. Amy and Sam said they would be in the wheelbarrow race. Nell asked if she could be in the rope climbing race. That all sounds like fun, doesn't it? Now, who will be in the jumping contest? Asked Mrs. Jones. Everybody shouted, "Norma Jean! Norma Jean! She is the best jumper in school." But Norma Jean said, "I don't want to be a jumping bean." No more jumping for Norma Jean. Ted said, "I miss the old Norma Jean. She was fun, even if she did jump a lot." Oh. What do you think is going to happen? They're very sad that their friend is not being herself anymore. On field day, Ted won the egg and spoon race. Norma Jean was very happy. She yelled, "Hooray! Hooray!" So there's Ted winning the race. Amy and Sam came in first in the wheelbarrow race. Norma Jean yelled, "Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!" And she jumped up and down just a little bit. Here they are. Nell won the rope climbing contest. Norma Jean was so excited she jumped out on the field. She's getting her jump back. Norma Jean was just in time for the hurdles, the high jump, and the potato sack race. She won them all. "Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!" shouted the kids in Miss Jones' class. Norma Jean was very happy, but she did not jump up and down. She stood very still. Miss Jones pinned a blue ribbon on Norma Jean. It said, "Norma Jean, champion jumping bean." What did Norma Jean do then? So there's her ribbon and it getting pinned on. But what do you think she did next? We'll find out. Norma Jean jumped for joy. She jumped and she jumped and she jumped all the way home. Oh, look at how happy she is now that she can jump again. After all, there is a time and a place for jumping. So she just has to remember that when we're sitting and listening to stories like this, or other people are talking about something, we need to sit still and listen so that we don't get accused of being wiggly or jumping beans. So that was Norma Jean Jumping Bean. I'll see you guys again soon. Love you. Bye.